Oh, my name's Fox, so again, I'm Bit Fox. I just finished watching Sandland, the second arc / the end of it. Also, I started this recording, and I stopped to go turn off something, and then I came back, and this died, because for some reason, this battery is, like, very cruddy. It could say full battery, and then it'll just die. So, and I keep this in there, because I think the reason why this happens is because I leave it cooked up to this when I'm rendering stuff, and I think it just overcharges the battery and kills it, I guess. So that's why now when I use these things, I take these out and switch out for that one. In either case, Sandland. Akira Toriyama is, I think, last or second to last. I think it's like the second to last anime he helped on before it ended. Because I know there's a new Dragon Ball Z where everyone gets turned into kids. So I don't know if... So that's probably technically the last one he's helped work with, I assume. But Sandland. And also there's going to be a new unboxing also too for what I'm going to be doing next, my next stream stuff. I think I'm pretty finished with the Assassin's Creed Valhalla ones. I don't know. But I don't know, because I still got to do one more and then probably do that. But in any case, we're going to watch this, which it's in Japanese, and it doesn't have subtitles, but has auto-translated subtitles to English, so that's going to be fun. So let's just, and because, they're all right. But anyways, let's watch this, and then we're going to get into the last review of this. All right, let's begin in 3, 2... the people of Forestland. The hero who is Morinire is all manure is always. Wait, is that the same manure? Manure is always with you. He's in. Old man, after all, I'm going to go and deliver various things to the pitch. I'm definitely going. The Unaquanium? Unaquanium? Wow, that's way more... almost exactly what it's supposed to be. Why can't you just talk about something that has nothing to do with those... Something like that. What? You're a bit disrespectful. Why does the devil care about etiquette? Leave this guy behind. Super annoying. Angel. Never appeared in the human world. It's not supposed to work. Metal. Probably. Was this gonna work? Probably. More thing left. They're trying to revive the weapon from the war era. You can't get the queen. Can't stand being blanked by those people. I forgive you. Those made trouble. Before long, the preparations for the method launch. What? The method launch? Not necessarily evil. Yourself, damn it. Can I say the final battle? What? Wait a minute, what? Sandland is on Disney Channel Plus in Japan? Does that mean Sandland can appear in Kingdom Hearts? Huh? God. But okay, so pretty much manure. Muniel, who is this? Okay, this guy right here. So pretty much the setup for this is, and apparently I guess the manga actually ends where the last arc ended. with them, you know, releasing the water and bringing water back, fighting the cyborg guy, whatnot. That's where the manga apparently ends. So this entire other arc is a new arc, a continuation of the story. I kind of want to know, because in here I have Sandland, the game. And I'm not sure... Heroes and Vehicles from Beyond Your Imagination. Created by Akira Toriyama. Embark on an epic adventure. You see Bells riding a raptor. Defeat enemies with mighty vehicles. Limitless customization. Wait, is this like a... I don't even know how this... Also, wait, Bells. Yeah, put Bells above here. There we go. There's more in this box, obviously. But I'm going to be playing this soon. I'm going to be streaming this soon. But yeah, like, okay. So, okay, so pretty much this arc goes, this blue-haired egghead motherfucker is an angel. Which, I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw her hinted at the end of the last arc, I was thinking, oh, is she, like, you know, blonde hair, but, you know, it looked like it was curled up. She has, I guess, straight hair, but they gave her dreads because it's easier to animate. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why she has dreads, because it's way easier to animate it as dreads than it is trying to animate hair, which will probably be way easier to do in 2D. And I wonder, because I don't see her on this, in this thing, so I want to know how this game plays out. I really, really do. But, I thought, like, oh, they're going to make her an angel? No, it's this guy. And all the angels we see also look like this tiny little shit. I will say, though, I like what they kind of did with certain things, like, in Sandland, angels apparently are weaker, at least Muniel is, because when he tries to summon his cloud to strike lightning down, he can't, because there's not a lot of moisture in the air, so he's a lot weaker in Sandland. But somewhere in Forestland, where there's water everywhere, he's actually way stronger. And pretty much, to synopsis this arc real quick, Anne here, let's see here. Anne here is Anne was pretty much transporting some of the last, I guess, aquanium that, like, which is the same stuff that the Peachy were using. Which also the part where he says, "Oh, I'm delivering stuff to the pitch." They're delivering stuff to the Peachy. So like, Rao's been taking supplies to the Peachy, who are, you know, inside the little oasis place, and pretty much helping them out, which they do, like, the Peachy really do appreciate it, and they even give them stuff at one point, which I think each of them comes in handy. Like, Rao gets, or General Shiva, Rao gets a stun gun, pretty much. Gets a stun gun, and Biel's gets a, float candy. Which, it's funny, because I completely forgot about the float candy until the very finale. I'm like, oh, shit, that's actually pretty smart. Cause I'm like, how the hell is this even useful? Because, like, it stabs you, it makes you float for, like, I think it was, like 5-10 seconds or something. Which, and when they eventually use it, like, oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. But she was delivering one of the Quanium from Forestland, pretty much to keep it away from the military there, because of a coup d'etat that Muniel and, is it General or Commander Bread, B-R-E-D, Bread, were dealing with. They had a coup and now have taken over the kingdom pretty much ever since she was little. And spoilers, I guess. Spoilers for this. She is a princess. She's a princess. She's Princess Anne, and her dad is King Jam. God, I love Akira Toriyama, because he's just like, what do we name these alien people? Peaches. What do we name the king? Or what do we name the commander bad guy? Bread. What's the king's name? Jam. And what's the princess name? Anne. Bread and jam. It's like, God damn it. You need peanut butter. And I was thinking, like, oh, is the queen going to be called Peanut Butter? No. The queen is called Lilith. And if you're following, and mind you, Beelzebub's name is Beelzebub. The king of ruler of hell's name, or king of demons, is called Lucifer. Do you see a character on below is having a pattern there? At least the demon ones kind of make more sense. Because at least on that note, it's like, okay, yeah, he pretty much names the main demons after, like, demons in mythology, but then he names some of the humans just straight food, or things like food and stuff. I'm like, all right. Muniel, he did go with the angel names ending with El, which actually I wonder what Muniel actually means. Well, Manuel means God is with us. Muriel? No, Muniel. Well, Muriel is sea and bright. I don't know. Muniel, family names. Muniel, sand, land. I could probably look at... Oh, there we go. Actually, hold on a minute. This little shit. Oh, so he's in the game. Interesting. Alright. Is one of the 2024 additional characters and the second main antagonist in Sandland. Okay, I didn't need to see much. I wanted to see if it's trivia. No trivia. Shit. Let's try this one. Same thing. Got it. Alright, there's barely anything about this game and show. Alright, so pretty much this little shit. One has chicken wings. You can kind of see it here. As those freaking chicken wings, and pretty much, I'm trying to think of what to say here. God damn it. Him and Brett are planning to find like 5 aquanium crystals. They already had, I think, like 3 of them. When eventually with Anne's, they got 4, and pretty much their whole thing is the coup d'etat, using it so that they could, well, they show it here, summon pretty much the Death Star. Allows them to create the Death Star, which is another peachy item. I think it's like garum it's called. Is another peachy technology that uses aquanium to create massive blasts that destroy shit. It's a nuke, pretty much. It creates nukes, pretty much. Energy. It's a Death Star. That which then has Bee, Shiva, and Thief heading to Forest Land, where they then have to... one, try to save the king, King Jan, from being executed while also getting the aquanium, and things obviously don't go exactly as planned, and pretty much the idea is stopping Muniel and Bread from using this to destroy Sandland and a bunch of other stuff. And it's really, it's pretty good. I do have some gripes with it. And really, it's nothing even to do with the story itself. It's more to do kind of with the demons and angels. And I say that in a sense of... Because pretty much the idea... Like, I don't want to spoil too much, because go watch it. It's a really good show. And also, this will probably... If Muniel is in this, then I'm guessing the Forest Land arc is in here as well. And I'm hoping a little bit more after. But we get certain things... Like, because obviously we have stuff with demons. Like, pretty much we find out demons are kind of like reverse Kryptonians. Kind of. Where, you know, a Kryptonian gets their powers from the sun. Demons get their powers from the moon. Because he has points when he says, I'm absorbing the power of darkness. And I love how melodramatic, I love how dramatic it sounds, and like how like it sounds like he wants to be edgy. That's kind of a really funny thing, especially with this character who is pretty much what happens when you take Gotenks and Kid Buu and fuse them together. And pretty much, like, so he gains his power from the moon. Though, mind you, that power burns up really quickly. It may, and I wonder if the game will like solve this too. Like, but the thing is, we don't really know what the power of darkness really does, because like there's some things like, oh, Muniel, or I keep saying Muniel, Beelzebub can turn himself metal to deflect bullets and stuff like that, or like it makes him super strong at some points, super fast. Which it is really funny too, because at one point he runs. Was it last season where he runs really fast to beat the shit out of the swimmers? And at one point they're driving, and this guy goes, "This is taking too long." Gets out of the car and just starts running himself. And I'm like, "Wait a minute, yeah, he could just run blaze it. Like he doesn't even need a car. He just does it for fun." But I'm trying to think. But yeah, Muniel is pretty much trying to destroy Sandland, and pretty much we find out Muniel's doing all this pretty much so that he could be noticed. He's like, oh yeah, I should be able to get a promotion if I kill off all the demons. Which again, here's kind of like how the angel one I'll give a little credit because we don't see all the angels. We see two types of angels. We see Muniel's angel, which all of them look like Muniel, and then I guess a higher ranked angel that looks like a baby. So I'm guessing, like, I don't know, angels just get cute. I say this in quotation marks. Cuter? As they get stronger? Like, kind of interesting. But, and at least that kind of makes a little bit more thing. Because here's my issue with a little bit of, like, the demon categorizations, at least. Is that, like, what really separates Thief from Beelzebub? Or what separates, Beelzebub and Thief from, let me see here. I'm trying to see if it shows, because I know I saw it. From these other demons, like the Centaur, or other stuff. Just to give an example, like, if anyone's ever played the game DISGAEA, that has a pretty I'm trying to think of a way to say this. That has a pretty, like, showing of, like, okay, there's humanoid demons. So it's something like, let's say, Thief and Beelzebub. But then you also have, beast demons, which could be something like, let's say, the Centaurs or the Ghost Guy or something like that, where, like, they're not human, or they're not humanoid or something like. I feel like there could have been a little bit more of talking about that a little, just to, because I kind of don't know what the difference of those demons are, especially because all the angels seem to be the same. And again, maybe that's something like that's supposed to be brought up in a later chapter, maybe it's brought up kind of in the game. I don't know. But that's one thing I do feel like I could have used a little bit more categorization of that, of like what exactly are the differences between the different demons. And then we find out later on, spoilers for it, Anne is actually half demon, because she's actually the daughter of Lilith, who is the daughter of Lucifer, and makes Beelzebub Anne's uncle. And then also, mythology-wise, is weird, because Lilith wasn't Lucifer's kid. Lilith was Lucifer's wife at one point, or lover at one point. But we'll just, mythology doesn't have to follow 100%. It really doesn't. Especially in this, where it's whatever. Also, I realized too, like, stuff like, because the swimmers pop up at one point and help save these guys when they fall into the water. Which, I think if I remember correctly, one of them is called Guppy, the other one I think is called, like, Carp, and the other one's called Shark. And I'm like, alright, so you named all the swimmers after fishes. Alright. Which also, the swimmers are probably some of the best plot devices. Because they'll pop up, and it's like, how do we know what Garum looks like? We need specs on Garum. How are we going to do that without, like, getting to it? It was so far away. He's like, oh, no, I remember. Here's a picture of it. And they're like, what are those little black things? Hold on a minute. flips the page. Here's a closer image. It's like, oh, those are bomber drones. It's like perfect design. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, it's so perfect. Like the amount of like, all right, now we need a fast one to go tell all these people. It's so perfect on like how I could do that, which is kind of great. There's also like a lot of really cool fight scene stuff like that in this, where like there's Shiva against Commander Bread, which we find out Bread is a cyborg because it looks like humans mostly rely on cybernetics unless you're the swimmers and you're just whatever the hell you are. But like Commander Bread is a cyborg, and it's a pretty good like fist fight against him and Shiva, which is actually really cool when they try to get the Aquanium out during the break-in to the castle, and while Beelzebub and Anna try to save the king. I love Shiva because he's so goddamn smart. Because one, the fight against Bread, it was already pretty damn good. And like at one point when he pulled out tauntauns just to fight him, like, yeah, all right. But before that, when him and Thief walk up to the front gates dressed in the military garb, and they start trying to walk in, and the guards go, hold on, we need identification. He's like, are you telling me you don't recognize your commanding officer? You don't like, he straight bullshits him his way into there. And the guys are like, never mind. I'm sorry, sir. Opens the door. The guys go in, and then the two guards go like, "Have you seen him before?" And he's like, "No, but I ain't gonna fucking. I'm not gonna risk it." And I'm like, "That's kind of funny." And then and then what was it? And then like again, like the whole bit with Bread and trick him to. I think they knocks him out of the. He gets Bread to break the wall so he can. I just see a spider fall from the ceiling. I think he gets Bread to like bust a hole in the wall with a punch so that him and Thief could escape. All right. Let me see, because I wrote a shit ton of notes. Flicked him. Can't create a bigger lightning because no humidity. Made Shiva an alien stun blaster. Oh yeah, it's kind of great too. They're in like the final fight with Bread. At one point they're fighting him against a tank on Garum, and Shiva's armored up. He's in like a mech suit too, and like he's like, "You can't stop me!" And Thief gets up there, pulls out the stun gun, goes, "Oh yeah!" Shoots him right in the head, and you just see him go, "Claw!" And then you just see him go, "Oh shit, that didn't stop him." And Bridget looks at her like, "Yeah," and like, oh shit. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of things. Like one point where, because there's no resistance in Forest Land when they first go, and also Beelz doesn't like it in Forest Land. He's like, it's blocking the moon. I can't gain power of darkness here. But also on that same note, the resistance doesn't trust that because he's a demon. And at one point, Sniper shoots him in the head, and the bullet just bounces off. I'm like, all right. King Jam, General Bread, Princess Anne. Is there going to be a peanut butter? Let's see here. Once every 30 times, I don't wash my hands when I take a leak. I guess, I was speaking, we saw that one of those 30 times at the end of the thing, because he just starts taking a piss at one point in the corner. Shiva bullshitting his way into the castle. These people have no choice. Also, oh yeah, during the execution, I think Beelzebub was like, all these people really want to see an execution? And Anne's like, no, they don't have a choice. That's why they're here. Then 2 seconds later, we love you, Chicken Wing Angel, and we love executions. Which is actually funny how Muniel got his wings messed up. Because he comes down from heaven going, I'm going to kill Lucifer and demons, and I'm going to kill them all, and that'll make God like me. And he comes down like, I'm going to fight you, Lucifer. And then he electrocutes Lucifer's TV because Lucifer's not paying attention to him. So Lucifer grabs him with telekinesis, picks him up, and just straight rips off his wings and then flicks him away for like 3 days and sends him crashing down into Forest Land. I'm like, Jesus. Also, he did the same. He destroyed like Beelzebub's like Game Boy. I'm like, you little shit. It does still do the CGI models, which honestly isn't that bad. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Muniel's hair is kind of say something like that, which probably better just give Anne the dreads. But the transition between, because sometimes like Beelzebub will be in 2D and then it'll switch to 3D. Like I know I kind of noticed like if it's a look that's off model, so if it's Beelzebub with a mask and hood on, they'll have that 2D. But if it ever switches back to just Beelzebub in his standard outfit, that's when they switch back to the CGI model. Which, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind if they had made this all 2D. I wouldn't have minded that. But even then, like, you see stuff like certain backgrounds are still 2D while the characters are 3D. And all that stuff, but I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying to think, but like the CGI is done extremely well. It looks like drawings. But some points I had to be like, oh right, okay, is that 2D or 3D? It does take a minute sometimes, which just shows how good the models are and all that stuff. And it looks, yeah, see the other, like again, like what are the differences? Like why are demons so varied but angels are so similar? But then we have barely seen angels, so maybe there are other variants. I'm trying to think. But the tanks also barely pop up until like the very end of this season. Where I thought like, oh, I thought the tanks were like a major part of it. Hell, in this thing, it's saying that apparently there's a lot of customization with vehicles, which I'm so confused on what this game is. I was just expecting an RPG, but it looks like it might be a little bit more or different. I don't know. Vibration function supported. Defeat enemies with mighty vehicles. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell this is going to be. But let me see. What other little tidbits I want to see? Muniel telling B to not out him. Oh, yeah. At one point, Muniel is bullshitting. Like, they pretty much say, you're like, I'm the great hero and all this stuff. And Beelzebub was like, man, F you. You're just a fraud and you're trying to get these people killed. And Muniel goes, shh. Be quiet, you're gonna screw me over. It's like, what the fuck do he care? He looks evil, just look at his face. Racist angel. Yeah, that's what he says to B. He looks at B and says, look at his face. He must be evil. She's a half demon, maybe half angel. I thought this girl was gonna be half angel. No. Rather be a demon than a bunch of dumbass humans. Yeah, so how did the mission go? At one point, after like both of their missions failed, and everyone's trying to escape, and Shiva looks at B and goes, "So how'd your mission go?" He's like, "Fail. It didn't go well." And I'm like, "Yeah, no shit. Do you see the king with them?" Metallization magic. B is stuck. Swimmers are in forest land. Swimmers are named after fish. Pike, guppy, and shark. That was it. At one point, like, Munel finds like this angel artifact urn, I guess, that can just trap angels, and he used that on Lucifer at one point, and I'm like, oh shit. Muniel, genocide will get me a promotion. Shh. Lucifer, when Munel's talking, shh. Just tells him shh as he keeps watching his TV. It's great. Destroyed Lucifer's TV. 5 hours to recharge. Oh yeah, 5 hours to recharge the death beam or death blast. They have used many tanks this season. Muniel didn't hit the resistance. Swimmers are some of the most useful side characters. They got mech walkers, boss battle. Yeah, they're like you see them at one point when they drop down from the ship. They're just like these robots that attack anything that moves. These things. The entire team B was in default mode. Oh yeah, there's a point where they get onto Garum and they're each having their own battle. And Muniel is fighting Beelzebub, and Beelzebub is like, Muniel's like creating a big lightning storm and like getting powered up and punching and fighting Beelzebub. Beelzebub in default mode is already like one-on-one fighting this angel who's already charged and powered up. It's really funny because I'm like Munio has no way he's gonna be able to beat Beelzebub when he goes dark mode. And eventually, like, he does that, like, that does happen. This isn't the part yet. This is after the fact. Eventually, he does that. Beelzebub knocks his ass into the ceiling. But turns out in the ceiling, there was a Quanium. And Muniel apparently could just absorb that, as well as he ate Lucifer and Anne in their bottles. Or Lilith, spoilers, I guess, in their bottles. And I'm not sure if that added to his power, but then he ate Quanium and made him stronger, but also made Garam about to fall. But then he, like, turns into the Blueberry Girl from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And then he turns into a big, like, he regrows wings, then he becomes a big muscle. And it's weird, because he can switch between big and fat, then, like, super strong. And starts pummeling Beelzebub. To the point where Beelzebub looks like he might lose. But after some quick thinking with Shiva, who shoots a blast like into the ceiling and reveals the full moon, which I guess is just a full moon a lot in this place. That lets Beelzebub go full like darkness form, which then allows him to have one of the most badass lines where it's like, let me see, well, did I write it down completely? Get ready to fall, you damn angel. I'm like, holy shit, that's good. And, like, here's the thing, too, like, I want to say, too, like, let me put it this way. Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, I love Dragon Ball Z. Saiyans obviously have Super Saiyan form. You have, and Super Saiyan form, which we know is like, okay, Ki Blast and all that stuff. But I feel like, like, okay, that's an ability he has to go Super Saiyan. Or, certain abilities are like, we don't really know what Beelzebub's powers are other than he's kind of strong. And then, he has like this enhanced darkness form. And eventually he can turn to metal. Like, it's a very random amount of powers. I just feel like they could just pull any power out of their ass and be like, yeah, that's why he has it. Which isn't that bad of a thing, but it kind of like, I don't know, maybe Season 1 or Dragon Ball Goku. It's like, alright, he can punch shit. That's it. He can punch shit really hard, he's really fast, he has a stick that extends, and that's it. I feel like Beelzebub, if they just made it to where he had enhanced strength or something, or maybe just having where like darkness comes off of him whenever he uses his strength on it. Like something that ties his powers to something. Like we know it's the power of darkness, and he can apparently burn through that pretty damn quickly because he runs out of it at one point. That's why Shiva needs to shoot a hole in this Garam to power him up again. Maybe the video game will go more into his powers and stuff like that. But that is one thing I'm like, okay. Because even, like, at least Muniel, like, we know, like, okay, his only power, he has telekinetic powers to make other people do things, at least humans, and then he has his lightning cloud that can shoot lightning. And eventually when he gets superpower, he just can create lightning from his hands and just fire it. But yeah, like, the show is good, don't get me wrong. I'm only bringing these little bits up because of, what I would like to see is, like, yeah, like, when Beelzebub goes demon mode, I don't know, give him, like, something else that tells me he has a transformation. Maybe, because right now it just seems, well, Kaioken. It seems like Kaioken where it's like, yeah, it's a power-up, and, like, there's not really too much different or something. Like, I don't know, it's, like, okay, yeah, he's giving off power, that's kind of it. I'll hopefully the game, I want to see, like, what in the game, how this all kind of plays out a little bit too. Anne is pretty cool, and we see like she has some powers out for one point, but then like we never really touch on her powers. Oh shit. Beyond that. So, I don't know. Again, maybe the game will go more... Maybe the game will go more into Anne's whole thing about her being half demon and like whatever powers she has from that. Maybe... and then there's also stuff like, you know, Shiva having a stronger mental connection with things. Like maybe I'm assuming obviously the manga was first. And then, but like maybe the game will expand on it. I don't know. I'm not sure what really was supposed to come out first, or what like I don't know if Sandland was kind of it's probably the manga obviously first, and then they made the game for Sandland, which I'm not even sure if this is gonna follow the manga or the anime, but who knows? Actually, it has Muniel in it, and the Muniel is in the anime, but not the manga apparently. I guess so. At least from what I'm told. So maybe like it will tell more stories from it. I don't know, because there are some things like that I do want to see more of, like Shiva's whole like he's a strong mental connection that lets Beelzebub talk with him and stuff, something that he could only really do with demons. Like what is that about? And with her half demon powers, does she have other demon powers? What else does she gain from her mother, Lilith? Like what other powers does Beelzebub have in like stuff? I kind of want to know. Maybe the game will bring that up. But then again, also the way it's saying, embark on an epic adventure, defeat enemies with mighty vehicles, limitless customization awaits, and it shows like the tank and stuff. So like they're like, is this like Crash Bandicoot one, or not Crash Bandicoot, the Banjo-Kazooie one with like the cars and stuff? Is that what this is? Is this Mad Max anime but with demons? I don't know. But I'm excited to play the game to find out. It is really funny. Even like I don't want to spoil too much, but like, even though I spoiled a pretty good chunk of it. But this is a pretty cool one. I would like to see the tank a little bit more. Like maybe the tank like their little out, like, you know, between home or something. I think would have been kind of cool. That being said, I do have this here. Use a screwdriver. Which this I got for the collector's edition of Sandland. It is an SH figure of Beelzebub, which I'm probably gonna fuck it. Like I'm thinking, like, should I game exclusive edition? Like, should I open this? Because like the cool thing is like he has a little like stone like thing there, so you can have him standing on it. Simple style and heroic action. As in, he poses. That's it. That's all you can do with him. You can make him pose. Even then, that's a nice little stand to put him in. I might put him, like, when I get a shelf or whatever, maybe I'll have him stand up. Because I do have other SH figures. I have, actually, I got, like, two of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. Android 21. Yeah, Android 21 and Broly. Super Saiyan, Super Broly. I think Biel's would fit pretty well with that. But, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not sure how much I could do with really posing this guy. I'll probably have him, you know, in the background for some things. Who knows? I'll have to think. I got to think about it, because this is game exclusive edition. Ooh. But yeah, maybe okay, so that's for like if you want his cape to be bellowing in the wind and stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll do a separate one if anything of like, you know, going through his stuff. I don't know. But I got Beelzebub, I got Sandland the game. This was a really fun anime. Again, my only gripes with it is like I don't exactly know what powers Beelzebub has, and I don't, and like there's a few storylines I would like to see covered more. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think because like even then like that's not even like really bad things. I still had fun watching it. I liked the characters. None of them felt annoying. Brett was actually pretty cool because at one point he even switches sides, which I'm like, all right, he's pretty sick. Shiva was already a badass, and like I loved him on screen. Muniel was kind of a rival, but honestly, like I didn't really like the Angels, at least their designs, where it's just like, oh yeah, it's a kid in a onesie. Weird this. Whatever the hell this is. It's a kid in a onesie, and I'm like, okay, that's meh. Like I feel like again, like just to give a example, you have characters like Flan here, where she has like white robes, and she has some angel wings in the back. And that's when she becomes a fallen angel. Here, angel wings, all that stuff, and like I don't know, like this is. I feel like this fits at least more of an aesthetic of an angel versus like kid in a swimming onesie. It's all right. Then again, now that I'm thinking about it, Beelzebub and that is not the one I was looking for. Beelzebub and Laharl here. Where is he? There he is. Well, they're at least my favorite. One of my let's see. Well, this one. Well, this is my favorite version of Laharl, but Beelzebub and Laharl would probably be best friends. I feel like these two kind of fit a similar role in their worlds. I feel like both of these would probably be pretty decent friends. I ain't gonna lie. Also, DISGAEA is another anime / video game series that had a big inspiration on some of my art style and storytelling. But yeah, these two are definitely. And again, like similar thing too, like just the sense of Laharl isn't gonna pull out metallurgy, but he is gonna be throwing some fire abilities. Like that's some fire powers and shit that he has. Like or summoning meteorites and stuff like that. Like that's kind of his thing. Like I don't know, Beelzebub. I feel like we need to focus. I think they needed to focus in on like what exactly can Beelzebub do. Like I get like he can turn dark mode, and he has actually. Well, actually, no, I don't want to read too much on it. But then again, there's nothing to goddamn read. This character is named Beelzebub, again given to the devil in the New Testament, which it's all self-derived from Beelzebub, the god of flies, though it originally was a god of all that flies, not flies alone, as in god anything that has wings. The name of an ancient phoneric idol. Ancient all that flies. So god of wings. Interesting. I'm gonna use that. Wow, they didn't give him. Oh no, his shorts are just a different color in the game, I guess. Honestly, kind of liking the game design a lot. But yeah, I'm not sure what else much I can add here. I liked it a lot. Also, I do like kind of the ending too, where we kind of get what the Peachy were trying to do. Also, it's really funny. I think the Peachy only had one crystal of Aquanium, which had the power of a nuke. And at one point, they have 5 crystals that may explode. And I'm like, oh god, that's going to destroy a country. And that is kind of like a big finale thing. But yeah, this is pretty good. And eventually, like stuff that like was set up in the beginning gets paid off for in the end eventually. Muniel complaint. Also, Muniel at the very end gets put on 1,000 years of work, and he starts complaining on his first day of it. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Peas in the corner, gets ready to fall. Get ready to fall, you damn angel. He's gonna fire a shot in the hull for the moon. Bread turned gold guy. I don't remember what the hell I was trying to say there. Oh yeah, at one point to escape the ship, like the crew had to jump out in like pods that look like the Saiyan pods. Also I do like at one point too where Anne runs up and like the world is like if we don't work together, this is gonna explode. And the guards on the ship are like, well, what do we do? He's like, well, if we don't help her, we die. So help her, yeah. And like, it's not just like, well, no, we have to. No, I don't believe it. It's like, no, we have no idea what's going on. We need help. Yes, please help. I like that. It's like, yeah, no, we have to trust her because we need to get out of here. Also, Beelzebub is a great uncle. But yeah. This is pretty good. I liked it a lot. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Which videos I've done. Links on my face. Because there's some videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Be on the lookout. I think I'm going to do a little, like, it probably won't take too long. I'll probably do it in one session. 1 or 2 sessions. Like, I want to do some side quests on Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, and then Odyssey, which is only the Valhalla, assuming the Ragnarok, even the Ragnarok thing, I think I've already finished the main story of it. I think the rest of it's just roguelike, I guess. I don't know. It's something else, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'll have to see on that note. But I'm excited to see how the game, but eventually I want to be streaming Sandland, the game itself, and playing and see how it plays. But tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm sure as I've done. Links are on my face because there are some more videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Tell me if you want me to do an unboxing of this. I don't know if I want to unbox. I'll probably unbox it at some point. I'll do just an unboxing itself of it and just have it. Because eventually, I want to have a shelf where I want to put Broly and Android 21. So having Beelzebub up there would actually be kind of sick. But tell me what you guys think. Comments below. Thanks for watching a few videos. Hopefully enjoy this, and we will see you later. But yeah, like I feel like again, it's not saying Beelzebub his red aura isn't bad or anything, but like how cool would it have been if he did get like a demon transformation? Like maybe his horns grew out more on his head, or like changed different colors. Something like a different kind of transformation. I think would have also been like yeah, that's what I needed. I need something like a cool transformation. I think, I don't know.